Today we're going to be talking about all of the exciting things that happened here in Italy on the weekend.
Stay tuned. Hi guys, today is day 22nd of reopening of Italy and it's Monday, May the 25th.
Yes it is. Sun is shining, everyone is happy.
At the moment everything seems to be nice and peachy.
Very peachy.
So...
Oh dear. So we had an interesting weekend. As many of you all know that we were looking forward to, having dinner with friends and going out and doing those sorts of things.
Yes, and we went out practically all weekend, starting on Friday. We had friends over for dinner, and then Saturday we went shopping to an outlet mall, and yesterday we went for dinner with some friends in the piazza.
Yeah, so let's talk about the shopping mall first.
Sure.
That was
kind of interesting. So the shopping mall was, I would say, 60% full.
Yeah.
For a Saturday it was a bit slow,
but not terribly. It was like a summer. Yeah. It was like in August, and everyone traditionally in Italy has August off. They go away, and
there was quite a few people. Actually not from India as well. I heard speaking Russian, others speaking Chinese, so it was kind of interesting.
Although I think they were living here.
Probably.
Yeah. But the funniest thing was when we entered the mall.
Yes.
So this is an open air mall.
Outdoor, yeah.
And they had more security at the front door than I've seen in most airports in Italy. Starting with Rambo with his thermogun.
Yeah, so they check your fever before entering the mall.
Yeah.
And most of the stores, they require you to wear gloves inside. Other stores that they say they have a sanification system, they don't require gloves. But this store that they don't have this system, they require you to wear gloves.
Maybe they have the fog.
I don't know. We went in a bunch of stores, they only want us to wear gloves, and they provide gloves at the entrance, and they have a pumper with hand sanitizer.
Our hands were so clean on Saturday.
Yes.
OMG.
And then other stores, they require only a certain amount of people inside. Other stores, not so much.
Yeah.
So we kind of gathered this is a corporate decision, so based on the store. We don't really know exactly, but as a giant store like H&M, they had a big lineup because they only allow inside a few people, and other stores, they just allow whomever.
One thing that I really liked was going into the Geox store. It wasn't on Saturday, it was actually yesterday. It was Sunday.
Yes.
But a lot of the stores that are approximately 800, 900 square feet in that vicinity, they only allow 2 people at one time.
Yeah.
You know what that means? They close the store for us.
Well, yeah. We had to wait outside because there's 2 people inside, and then the moment that these people left, we were inside, and it was just 2 of us. So.
With our private shopper.
Yeah, but basically all the attention of the clerk.
Not bad. No. And you scored a really nice pair of shoes.
Nice pair of shoes. So yeah, so this is the rules at the moment. Every store seems to have its own set of rules and its own regulation, but seems to be working. People follow the rule.
A lot of mask wearing.
Everybody was wearing masks.
A lot of gel pumping hands.
Everywhere.
Gloves. In fact, one store even wanted us to gel
the glove.
I think she may have misread the memo.
Maybe.
But she wanted us to gel the gloves. Okay, whatever.
That's okay. So that was our Saturday.
That was it. So moving on. Dinner. First dinner
was lots of fun with friends over. We stayed outside, so it was good. We stayed in our little tiny garden, and we were able to accommodate 6 people easy.
So we all sat outside. We spaced everything as far as we could apart. I would say, so we put the 2 couples together. Yeah. So they were the couples.
The couple were the closest. And,
but we did the best we could.
Yeah.
And what was really interesting is that the first couple who arrived, they arrived with masks. us, and they were wearing the masks, and we're like, oh, whatever, you do what you want. We weren't wearing any masks, but they were wearing masks. And then there was no distance, 4 meters at least.
Yes.
I see you from across the road. That's fine. Look, to each their own, no problem, right? We're here to friends. So we were chatting for about 10 minutes, and then the other group arrives. Guess what?
Well, yeah, there's a new way of hugging now. Apparently, that's they recommend. If you really have to hug someone, this is the way you should do it. So basically, you have to keep your head tilted. It's okay.
So that's what we did. But it was okay. But it was interesting to see the dynamic between the first group and the second group, because they had no idea about each other. They knew they were coming, but they had no idea
How to react.
What had happened. Yeah, exactly. But we had a really nice evening.
Extremely nice evening. And it was lots of fun. Everybody was really nice and relaxed, so it was good.
Yeah.
Same thing on Saturday night. Went for dinner with other friends of ours. Again, the table is quite spread out. We are keeping ourselves. Even though the dinner was inside, there was enough room for everybody.
Windows open.
And actually it was very nice because everyone had a little gift on the table with a little mask, reusable mask made of a cloth.
Yes.
So it was actually quite nice. It's a designer mask, which is the new trend here.
It is very trendy. In fact, I saw them. I didn't take any photos of it, but yesterday in Modena, or the other day in Modena, I noticed on a mannequin they had a designer mask.
Yeah, they take fabric of different color and put this mask together with a pouch where you can put the filter. They're actually quite nice, and they're cotton, so they breathe much better than the paper one, and they're fun.
Speaking of masks, I digress for a moment, but speaking of masks, a report came out yesterday on CNBC that masks prevent 75% of the coronavirus.
According to an Hong Kong study.
According to a preliminary study on hamsters in Hong Kong. But what harm could it do?
No, that's if the study is correct, then wearing a mask would be the solution for the time being until the vaccine is found.
If I have to wear a mask through the summer so that I can go out with my friends,
yeah, so be it.
Whatever, right? I just do it.
And finally, last night.
Last night was the interesting one. So last night we went out for dinner with some friends in the piazza, in the square. Now, this is something that Italians absolutely love to do. They love to get together, to eat and drink in the piazza, and boy did they ever yesterday.
Yeah, the piazza was full. Even though the table was spread out 1 meter aside, so even us was 4 of us, there was a big gap between the two tables, which is kind of strange.
So you kind of have to yell at your, and these are the same people that we had dinner with Friday. But anyway.
So that was rule number 1. Rule number 2, you cannot share food anymore. In theory, everybody has to have his own plate of food, no more sharing. And there was a ton of police. We saw at least 3 or 4.
We saw all levels of police.
Yeah, 3 or 4 police car driving around, stopping by and checking. So it was pretty patrolled.
They were not Rambo-like.
No,
not like that rent-a-cop with the thermal gun. But these were the cops you want to be afraid of.
Yes, these are the actual police, carabinieri, and local police.
And there was one that actually stopped just beside us in his car, and they were talking to the owner of the restaurant.
Yeah, questioning and.
But actually, it looked like they were friends because the cop, after 30 seconds, started smiling and laughing and giggling.
But they were patrolling, and they made sure that everybody was complying with the rules. So when you're outside, sitting at a table having lunch or dinner, you do not need to wear a mask. If you're eating, of course you can't. But other than that, you always have to wear a mask, which is fine. And I would say 90% of people were.
What I found is that when you were moving around, you wore a mask.
Yes.
When you were sitting at the table, you are not wearing a mask.
Yes.
That's, I think, the disconnect. I think that's going to be that could be the
But
problem.
the tables were spread out.
The tables were spread out, yes, and
So-
people were not really moving around within the tables.
No.
So, interestingly, the one who did move around
And come to say hi.
and came to say hi and was all social was actually COVID positive not
yeah,
too long ago.
She went through the old virus, and now she's fine.
And now she's fine.
She's negative now.
So of course she's got
she's immune
antibodies.
now.
She's immune now. Now she can go do whatever she wants.
Yeah, and she was one of the patients that had actually had the virus. Didn't have an
intubation.
No, she didn't.
So
she was just at home.
Okay.
She was in quarantine at home with fever and coughing and all the symptoms, but for her it was like flu-like symptoms.
Like most,
yeah. And she said it was a bit of a tough time because she was at home by herself. She doesn't have a partner. She had to rely on people bringing her food and stuff. But she said, yeah, it was fine. I mean,
I didn't even know about it. I found out last night. I was like, who knew?
So yeah, that was our weekend.
That was our weekend.
Quite interesting. Actually, quite enjoyable, I would say.
Yeah, I hope it wasn't too enjoyable.
I hope so. I hope that people realize that they have to comply with the rules if they want their life back, and most people seem to be okay with that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Folks, we are in the race to 1,000 subscribers.
Yes.
And thank you so much for everybody who's been hitting the subscribe button. Everyone that does gets to see our latest videos before everyone else.
And we'll never miss a video. So if you like us and if you like what we do, please hit the button and we'll be very happy.
Our ski hill.
Okay, our new cases.
Looking really good right now.
Yes.
Definitely. I think we're about halfway down the ski hill.
Down the slope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Starting to see the bottom.
Yes, starting to see the bottom. Yesterday the new cases were very low.
Only 531 new cases yesterday.
And 140,000 recovery, which is
incredible.
Really good. Mm-hmm. There was a little discrepancy with the death case yesterday, only 55, and apparently because there was no death cases in Lombardia. Even though some people say that's just a mistake, they don't really understand how it was possible. So anyways, yesterday was this anomaly. Maybe there was no death. Yeah, that would be fantastic. It would be really good news. So they're still under scrutiny what happened yesterday, if it's really no death cases or it was just a mistake. But we'll see.
Yeah. But we still are getting new cases, and what's really important is that the amount of people who are considered serious or who need ICU is hovering just under 1%. That is very good.
And the percentage of positive over the amount of testing is really low.
It's very low.
And now they're going to start the campaign of massive testing on random people. Something like 150,000 tests.
Really?
At random, yeah. They're going to pick a name at random and test with a swab.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to start this week.
Oh, fun.
So yeah, maybe we're going to be one of the.
Well, we were the first ones to get the antibody test.
And we might need to do it again before we go to Sardinia, because apparently in order to go to Sardinia you have to be negative. So if we have to do it again, we will keep you posted.
But this is a trend right now in the world. There's a lot of countries opening up. We're going to be talking about that in a very future video. What countries are opening up? What cruises can you take, and so on. But the theme is. Wherever you go, they want to know that you are COVID-free.
Yeah.
So
and that's reasonable.
Rightfully so.
Well, thank you guys for following, and we'll see you soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.